Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today I will be giving my thoughts on what I thought of the new season of Batwoman. Before I get started though, if you do get any value out of this video, I would love if you would drop a like, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe, and of course leave comments down below because I value everyone's opinions and I really want to know what you thought of the season premiere of season 2 of the new Batwoman. So basically this whole episode is really spent trying to write Kane out as Batwoman and write Ryan Wilder in, which I think they somewhat kind of achieved what they wanted to do. I personally think that there should have been some kind of resolution when it came to Kate at the end of the episode, but at the end we know Kate is missing, but there's nobody was found, so we don't actually know she's dead. And knowing CW, they're probably trying to keep Kate's character in their back pocket, which I personally don't think they should be doing that, because from everything that's happened, I don't think Ruby Rose is really even open to coming back as Batwoman in the series at all. The only way I can really see them using her character is in some kind of shadowy way, like Kate wrote a letter or Kate sent something, and I think once Kate leaves, we should just kind of move on from her character, but that's just me. So as far as Ryan Wilder's origin story, we find out that her mom is killed when they were moving into their new apartment. They're actually ambushed by the Wonderland gang, which of course belongs to Alice, and then this really just answered another question I really had about how they were going to keep Alice relevant to the story, because I really do appreciate Risha Scarston and what she does with the Alice character. I think she plays Psycho really well and I really love that. So it was a relief to know that Alice was basically going to be the source of, I guess, Ryan's kind of pain, like the cause of her pain. So while Alice's gang gives Ryan that motivation for wanting justice and perhaps revenge, Alice keeps her storyline alive and well. She really isn't focused on Ryan, because basically what happens to Ryan's mom, I don't think is really on her radar as like, oh shoot, this is gonna like cause a new Batwoman to be coming after me, right? Her thoughts and her motivations are elsewhere. So during the whole episode, really, besides them trying to rectify the whole thing with replacing Batwoman or whatever, we find out what was Alice's motivation for giving Tommy Elliott a new face in season 1 so that he will not become the new Bruce Wayne. She basically wanted Tommy to go masquerading as Bruce to Team Bat so that he would be able to get the piece of kryptonite that Kara Danvers, who is Supergirl, gave to Kate in case of emergencies, because she wanted to somehow manipulate her dad, Commander Kane, into killing the Batwoman to only reveal that he actually killed Kate, which is very sadistic, but again, it's on par for Alice's character. Also in this season, I guess the other kind of storyline is really just Sophie and Julia, which is Sophie coming to terms with that Kate might be dead, but also having suspicions that Sapphire, that shadowy villain kind of person in season 1 who's been following Julia around, that Sapphire somehow has something to do with Kate's death, which of course she does because it makes sense, right? So it all comes down to, as far as their storyline, Julia carrying out her promise to empty Kate's safe in the event of her death, which she does do, and the only thing in there really of consequence is a letter that Kate actually left for Sophie, admitting that she's Batwoman and that she's still in love with her, blah 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 blah. This was kind of disheartening because I really thought that hopefully Julia and Sophie, that their relationship would have been unscathed by season 1 and Kate leaving the show, but it was something to be expected, right? Because Sophie really was in love with Kate for like a really long time, so that happening again was like something that was like I was expecting, but I really didn't want to happen, but it did. This letter that Kate leaves for Sophie, I don't know why CW had Megan Tandy read that letter. I think the emotion was lost in that moment of having, Megan Tandy, Sophie, read the letter in the voiceover. I really wish they had somehow got Ruby Rose to do it. But again, I guess she really doesn't want to come back to the franchise, but they could have gotten like a voice, which is like a similar voice, like a voice lookalike. Is that the word I'm looking for? But someone that sounds like Ruby Rose to read the letter, because I thought that would have had a bigger impact on, I guess, the emotion of the show, but I digress. I guess they had to work with what they had. The only other relevant thing I think that happens in this episode is Ryan stopping Bruce Wayne, aka Tommy Elliott, and I think this moment is going to serve as that spark for her to believe that she could actually become Batwoman. Unfortunately, the fruits of that scene, it doesn't happen in this episode, but TV's TV, there have to be cliffhangers. The episode basically ends with Tommy shooting Ryan in the shoulder with that kryptonite bullet, and it actually leaves her pretty infected. So this is going to be the catalyst for her actually joining the Bat team, which, you know, of course it had to happen. Like, you can not have Batwoman join the Bat team, right? With that being said, my thoughts on this episode, you know, I didn't hate it. I just had like a few gripes with the episode. Like, as far as number one, having Megan Tandy read that letter, why not just get like a voice, you know, a voice actor to kind of mimic how Kane, you know, speaks. Also, two, I hate that we didn't have any resolution as far as Kate. But yes, I know her story has to be like the driving force of the season, you know, Kate leaving, new Batwoman coming in, but I really hope it's something that's resolved within 2 or 3 episodes. If not, it's just gonna be a character that CW is gonna hold on to basically maybe bring back at some point in the story, whether it be physically bringing her back or just like pieces of the story, like, oh, Kate did this and Kate did that. So the other gripe I had, you know, this might just be me, but there were parts of the writing that made Ryan Wilder kind of like a comic, and it was kind of Peter Parker like, and I didn't like that. Like, I am all good with, you know, reinventing characters and stuff, but I think that Ryan Wilder's character, like, because of her origin story, that I feel like she should have more of a serious tone. I really hope that they lay off the comedy gas pedal, you know. So yeah, I didn't hate it. I mean, but I didn't absolutely love it, because again, I kind of knew what to expect. I just didn't know how they were gonna play out the story, but it was just the story that was expected. So hopefully going forward the story just gets better and they don't rely on any, like, you know, story cliches or anything like that. All right guys, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe, and of course leave in the comment section below what you thought about the season 2 premiere of Batwoman. And of course, if you made it to this part of the video, in the comment section leave Mary is the true queen of the Batwoman series. Bye.